Today is actually potentially a very exciting day. Today could also be a super disappointing day. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. I do not know what to do with the lighting here because it's either this, which is just so unbelievably bright, or hello, you cannot even see me. So I guess I'd prefer for you to see me. I'm having a very casual and peaceful, Thursday evening. I'm eating my chicken rice and broccoli, compliments of hungry root. I feel like, okay, it tastes better than it looks. That does not look great. But Zach is actually playing pickleball with some friends, which I literally get anxiety over his lateness. Like, I knew he was playing at 7 p.m. and as he's just lingering around the house, like I am feeling anxious for him. I'm like, he needs to be leaving. He should have left 3 minutes ago. I need to calm down. I don't know if it's a genetic disorder or if it was picked up in my youth. There's just nothing more important in life than being on time. But anyway, I'm gonna eat this dinner and then I'm very excited because tonight we're experimenting. I made it one of my 2024 resolutions, goals, whatever you wanna call it, that I want to just experiment more in the kitchen, obviously cook more, but I also want to bake more, especially with all of my dietary restrictions, allergies, intolerances, all of that. It's fun to try to like work around that. I didn't realize Zach was eating dinner out tonight, so I made dinner for him as well. And as much as we miss Zach, it'll be very nice having this for lunch tomorrow. But as for tonight's creation, any final guesses based on these ingredients as to what I am going to be whipping up? If you guessed healthy vegan brownies, you are correct. I am so freaking excited about this / nervous, because when I say healthy, like, we really are nixing quite a few ingredients. These don't contain oil, they don't contain sugar, like any, like, just because a lot of the baking I've been doing lately, it's alarming when you actually see it calls for like a full cup of sugar. When you're eating a cookie, you're not thinking about all of that in it. So this is gonna be pretty, like, the ingredients are pretty solid. I'm going to link it below, although we'll see if it actually turns out. Darn it. This banana is not looking great. I hate to waste a whole banana, but I don't want to like sabotage my recipe. You know, sometimes you just gotta go for it. I normally call it, or at least back in the day, like I always called it cooking with Clancy whenever I was doing any type of cooking in videos. Recently, I feel like cooking with Clanc sounds a little bit better, but the problem is we're not cooking right now. Like, baking is very different. I would know, and you guys, oh my gosh, you should be, where are they? You should be so proud of me. Come on, where are they? We've got measuring spoons. I've seriously just like I've never owned measuring spoons, so this is very exciting. But yeah, so obviously like cooking with Clancy doesn't really make sense right now. I was thinking baking with Burke. In the kitchen with Clance. What do you guys think about that for like a little ongoing series name? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I waited about like a half hour for these to cool. How do I get this? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, first impression on the consistency. It's almost like a cake. So actually, just first impression, it feels less brownie, more cake-like, but not really. I don't know. Let's just taste it. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. What the heck? And it even has like the signature brownie thing where like the top kind of is like shiny. I cannot believe, I mean, I'm gonna have it linked below. Like, I'm telling you guys, the ingredients are so good. I mean, I don't even know if they put nutritional information on here. Oh, okay, so according to the website, each brownie, like, it's supposed to be 9 servings, so I cut it in 9. Each one contains 90 calories, which for a brownie, Not bad at all. The one thing I will say, if you follow the recipe, chocolate chips were an optional step, and in my opinion, they make it. Like, they taste so good. So if you do this, definitely add them. Oh my goodness, guys. When I woke up, I literally thought there was a fire outside because of how insane the sky looks. Like, I thought that was all fire, but it is the most beautiful sunrise, which is a good thing because I'm pretty sure it is supposed to just rain nonstop all day.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. This is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more.
Good morning, guys. I'm honestly feeling a little bit annoyed right now because I thought today was going to be a very big day for my bedroom. I was about to say I ordered, but I thought I ordered 3 large pictures for above the bed. I've seen so many inspo pictures. I was hyped, and instead this is what arrived. It's a mess. I thought that the website I ordered from messed it up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get on the phone with customer service. But then I looked at the receipt, and no, this is exactly what I ordered somehow. It just, yeah, so yeah. I could still use the pictures, it's just not in the way I want. But the good news is I received another package, and I'm happy to report I am back on Brooklinen, just feeling it. I am so excited to get to work with them on this video. As you guys know, I switched over to Brooklinen about 1.5 years ago. So that was the first time I tried them out. It was kind of bad timing though, because then we began traveling. So we put everything in storage. And then when we moved into this house, I needed new sheets because we upgraded to a king bed, but I kind of dropped the ball on it. And so literally the day we moved in, I just went to the local store, picked up a random pair of sheets. Huge mistake. The night that Zach and I were falling asleep, we both said, this is not going to work. I think we had been used to Brooklinen because my parents even switched over. Like when I was in New York, I was sleeping on Brooklinen there. There's just such a difference, and it's one of those things where like you don't realize it until you try it out. They have a couple of different options, but I personally prefer, especially if you want just like that soft luxe feel, it's the Luxe Sateen Hardcore Sheet Bundle. So you'll get a core sheet set that includes the flat sheet, fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases, a duvet cover, and 2 extra pillowcases. It features a 480 thread count, which you can absolutely tell. I can actually just show you, and I can't explain it. Have you ever had crunchy sheets? Because to be honest, that's what we have been sleeping on, where even when you like just roll over, you feel the crunch, you hear the crunch. These, I can't, like they just like glide, like it just feels luxe. Like that is the only word I can even think of. Another huge thing is that I can sleep with these winter, summer, doesn't matter the temperature. I am a hot sleeper, but they're just always perfect. And one thing you might have noticed, I decided to go with color for my sheets this time. First of all, I've never been a white sheets gal just because with self-tanner, makeup, it's just not practical. But also it's so fun having just like a little pop of color underneath. I've been going for more of like a green theme in my room. They have a ton of colors on their website. You can mix and match with over 20, just depending on whatever your vibe is, whatever you're feeling. And for me personally, even though I did decide to branch out with my color for the sheets, I opted for the white duvet cover, which is really great that they allow you to like mix and match like that. Oh my gosh, I love it. Like it's mostly neutral, but then you do have, and actually you can kind of see it over here, just that little pop. Like I like adding little pops of color to neutral. That's kind of been like my MO when it comes to home design. And I'm super excited because Brooklinen is offering you guys a discount, which by the way, forget the discount. Just by buying the bundle alone, you're automatically saving 20%. And then on top of that, Brooklinen is offering you guys $20 off any order over $100. You just use the code ClancyBurke. I will have all that information below. If you are in the market for new sheets or you just can't remember the last time you upgraded, I seriously cannot recommend it enough. There is just nothing better than crawling into bed at night and having like just nice sheets. It's something I didn't even realize was a thing, honestly, until about 1.5 years ago, but it's just so good. Like forget makeup or clothing or whatever, sheets, like that is the ultimate luxury. It is where you spend honestly most of your life in bed. Definitely makes sense to invest in that. Oh my gosh, guys, so much has happened since we last spoke, literally just like 45 minutes ago. I may or may not have just spontaneously booked a vacation, and I may or may not leave for that vacation in 2 days. I don't think I've ever booked something so last minute, but the stars kind of aligned. Timing was just right. And honestly, like we have so much to catch up on. I feel like I have a lot to update you guys on not just my life, but Zach's life as well, because there have been some changes behind the scenes, and I think when I am done running all of these errands, we could do a little sit down chat, but I just have a couple of things to do before that, like for example, getting my nails done, classic, and then I really want to find a black puffer coat. Like obviously this one's classic, I've had it for the past 4 years, but I don't always want to wear green. Like it's like this very specific color, and I have these like pretty scarves I want to wear, but they don't go with it. I just want like a plain puffer. Is that too much to ask? So I'm gonna go to TJ Maxx and Nordstrom Rack. That's where I usually get my coats because they're just so discounted, and we'll go from there. It is so miserable outside. All right, so this is the puffers selection. Right off the bat, I'm not really seeing exactly what I'm looking for because I want it to be thick, but not too thick. Prices here though are just so good, and I'm thinking this could be, if I can focus, this could be a possible option. Just got my nails done. I'm obsessed with this color. I was feeling like a wintry blue. Do you enjoy the color?
It's a wintry blue.
But guys, I love how we have this whole house, and yet here we are, just back to the basics, sitting on the floor. I tried to make us sit on the chairs, but it looked like we were on some sort of weird talk show. And like, with our relationship, we love to just like touch and hug at all times. So yeah, we kind of have a lot. He does love me, right?
I do.
Not by choice.
So much. Yeah, I mean, I was like paid. Your mom paid me.
You always say, oh.
No, you say my mom.
Oh, okay, yeah. The joke is I always say his mom was desperate to get him someone, and you always say my mom. But it has been, gosh, I don't think we've done a sit-down chat with you since we moved into the house. Isn't that crazy? Because we used to do so many of these.
I know, the channels kicked me off, I guess.
No, it just like hasn't come up. I don't know. You've kind of just been doing your thing. I've been doing mine, like chilling. But
how's it been going?
Good. But no, I mean, Zach has had quite a few life changes, and even you're about to. Like this is kind of like we're in the cusp of it. I guess I'll just, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I'm supposed to talk about. We didn't really prep for this. We didn't have a prep meeting. But yeah, I mean, since we moved in, it's been very exciting. I mean, obviously buying all of our stuff, getting married. I ended up having surgery. We don't need to get into the weeds of that. It helped a little bit, but I'm still like working through some of the health stuff. But surgery definitely was good. And then, yeah, I ended up leaving my last job that let us work remote, which was a blessing. I mean, the fact that we were able to travel like everybody saw. But just as a recruiter, I'd been in that space for a long time. And I think it was once we were back here, I realized I 100% didn't want to be just remote anymore. And that's what this opportunity that I was working was remote, hence why we were traveling. I left that opportunity and started looking for different career routes, which I'd been in sales for most of my career, even since my internships, in many capacities. Done insurance for a while when I was in college, recruiting and IT sales for 5-6 years, and then back to recruiting just for civil engineers for the most part. And then now, yeah, I took an opportunity locally, which is what I was hoping to do, with Fisher Homes. So they're a large home builder here locally in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, and they've got 13, I think, offices now nationwide to sell their new homes.
And this is a total career change for you. I mean, obviously, like, sales is such a large thing. So in many ways, sales, right? It's sales. But I mean, this is just totally different, and I'm so happy about this for you just because
Yeah, I mean, it's completely move into real estate, which I don't know if I'm going to say one-on-one, like real estate is my lifelong passion. I like real estate. It's fun. I mean, I look at Zillow.
You're the biggest selling concept fan I know.
Yeah, I mean, I do like it.
Did you say that on your job interview?
Yeah, I talked about Chriselle. They said, who are your idols? I was like, Chriselle's one.
Christine.
But I do enjoy real estate, which is a perk. But two, I think I'm just going to like the sales process better, doing it, selling more personally. I have a more of a relationship-based selling kind of thought process and how I like to do it. I'm not a very salesy salesman, and maybe that's why I didn't thrive in some of my other careers as much as maybe others have. I've been successful, but yeah, it's just at the end of the day, I'm not going to push different things down people's throats. And I think when you're buying a home, it's going to be fun to help people find a dream home and look around the Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky areas. There's multiple awesome communities that they have. So yeah, it'll be a big change, but fun.
And honestly, we saw it firsthand just like buying this house and working with realtors and having good experiences with realtors. And like, it really was like, it made the experience 100%.
Yeah, no, and I mean, you do build relationships. There's so much to it, right? I mean, there's the different homes, the neighborhoods, the schools, your finances, your timeline. When we bought a new home, but when we were looking at homes for sale just on the normal market, trying to negotiate different things with them. I'm not a realtor, but it definitely will be fun to go through that with people. And at the end of the day, when you sell something, that person's going to be very excited. It should be a good change of pace.
And you're selling the most important purchase anyone will ever make. Like,
it is
really cool.
Yeah, it is crazy. So.
And the big thing is, I think, like Zach said, it was the fully remote that he was just. I mean, this was when we first moved into our house. He was actually in the Clancy room because why?
We just didn't have desk.
We didn't have a desk room. And I would just come up there and you would literally be in that room from like 8 to 6. And it's just like to not be able to, I don't know, get out and about and like talk to people. Obviously you and your coworkers on Zoom or whatever, but.
Yeah, I mean, just recruiting virtually. And I mean, there's a lot of people that do it and there's probably somebody that's watching this that does that. For me, it just wasn't what I could do. Just all you had is a computer, your cell phone, and that's in the walls around you, and that's all you had. And I was calling people in California, Texas, New York, all over the place. So hence why I was allowed or capable to work remote, because there was no way I could be in all those places. It just wasn't fulfilling for me anymore, and hopefully this is. And I will be working with people face to face a lot, and I will be working, I think, a little bit in the office and some out of the homes and showing the homes and doing different things like that. So it'll be a complete, they always say 360, but it doesn't make sense. A complete 180 from what I was doing. So I mean, that's what I was looking for as a change, and I certainly found it. So.
Another big change will be Zach will be working weekends, but if there is ever like a couple where this truly can work for, I obviously can make my own schedule where our Saturdays could be on Monday for like us.
I think working weekends, obviously, because you're showing the homes to people when they can see them, so it's different than just working a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. But yeah, I mean, if I was 21 again, I probably wouldn't be as excited. But I mean, a lot of my friends, not to say my age, but I'm getting up there, 31 going on 32. Most of my friends have kids already. So it's not like we're out and about partying like we used to in the good old days. Or we're in the good old days.
What are you saying?
And I won't work every weekend, but so
no, they give them weekends.
Yeah, so you have different ways to. If you want to go to the Bengals game or whatever, you see in different things like that.
And it's actually so interesting. I feel like, especially nowadays, our generation, like, we're all over the place. I feel like at least with my mom and dad, and this is just some people, like some people work the same job from like 18 until, the day they retire. Others might change their career 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. And it just depends. And like everyone has different preferences.
Yeah, I mean, I think in your parents' case, if your dad likes to do what he does, and that's great, and your mom loved MSG, so I mean, those are good scenarios, and
yeah, like why change for them?
Yeah, I mean, in sales, I think a lot of times people change in different scenarios. I mean, I have, which is fine. I mean, not to say that any of my companies have been bad, but it's just not things that I've decided that I just don't want to do for 40 years. I hope I do really enjoy selling homes for Fisher and work there for a long time, so we'll just have to see.
I know, I'm excited, and your first day is coming out. It's gonna be, and Zach's gonna be vlogging his first day.
Yeah, I'm gonna shove a camera in my boss's face. With the light.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I got the light. Oh my god. How to get fired on your first day of work.
What's up, Doc?
Good morning, guys. It's Saturday morning. I'm about to head to the gym, but I just wanted to say that I got one of the best sleeps in a while last night. Like, that felt so good.
Wake up 2 p.m. I don't know where we are. Looks like a cheap motel with our clothes on the floor. I don't know how we ended up here.
I want to know, how many times a week do you guys do your laundry? Because I am a firm 2 times a week kind of person. Like, it's not, like, I don't have like a laundry schedule. It's not like every Sunday, or it's just whenever I run, honestly, mostly whenever I run out of gym clothes. But in college, because of the laundry situation, I would literally, especially my sophomore year, I could let it get to like 4 weeks. Like, I'm not kidding. And the key was just buying that many pairs of underwear. That sounds psycho, but with our laundry situation, in the freezing cold, I went to school in upstate New York. We had to walk in like my particular building in my sophomore year, a solid 5 minutes in the freezing cold with your huge laundry basket, and mine would be huge because I let it get, that bad. And it was such a nightmare situation. Like, there was no way to drive to the laundromat like the way it was. And it wasn't a laundromat, just like the laundry room. But I just cannot imagine like not doing my laundry a couple times a week now. Anyway, today is actually potentially a very exciting day. There's just so much change happening right now. The preface is today could also be a super disappointing day. And like, honestly, like, I'm just gonna say it devastating. Like, some people will think this is dramatic. Like, it's really not. But Zach and I are going to look at a puppy. We're gonna go see the litter that I saw on a rescue group. This litter was born, I think it was about 8 weeks ago. And if you guys have been following the journey, you know Zach is not as gung-ho when it comes to this whole dog thing. He just really doesn't want a dog, but he's starting to turn around. He's starting to change his ways. So much so that we are going to look at this litter. I am so excited, but I'm also so nervous. Like, he told me last night, in my moment of like excitement, like, to temper my expectations, he's not a done deal right now, which is very, very scary. So I actually have not been sleeping at all. It's so ironic. Last night was the first night in about a week that I just slept like a baby, which is weird because today is the day. But yeah, ever since I found out about this litter and put in my application, I just have not been sleeping, and I'm just like a nervous wreck. I don't know. It's a lot. And then tomorrow we leave on our little getaway that I just booked yesterday, which is insane. And now I can tell you guys the reason we booked this last minute getaway is because Zach is going to start his job at the end of the month, at the end of January. So we figured like one last getaway, especially if we do adopt a dog. The puppies aren't ready to be adopted yet. They still need like another shot or something. So today we're just going to look. And trust me when I say I know how much work puppies are. Like, it's kind of a nightmare because when we got Molly, my cute little Molly, she was a puppy. And granted, we had the whole family chipping in to help, but it was a lot. The accidents, training. Luckily, like, Neil is an animal whisperer. He is just like the best when it comes to animals. So if I do adopt a puppy, I am literally like, Neil's coming over the day we adopt this puppy. Like, I need him to work with the puppy. I need him to help. And before anyone hates on that, because I feel like people always hate whenever members of my family choose to like help me out or show me any type of love. That's what families do. And obviously, like, I'm not vlogging when I'm helping Neil out. For example, I've helped him, he'll call me up and be like, hey, can you come over to help me move around fish tanks? Or I went with him to like PetSmart a few months ago to buy, like, now I wasn't buying it for him, but he needed someone to carry it. Like, I don't vlog, obviously, when I'm helping my family, but I promise, guys, it's a two-way street, and we help each other out. I don't know why that is such a crazy frowned upon thing, but a lot of people with my allergies were saying I could go the hypoallergenic route. The problem with hypoallergenic dogs, or a lot of them, it is hit or miss. I have like come into contact with dogs that people say are hypoallergenic, and I have had a little bit of like an allergy sniffle type thing. I mean, I think it's just hit or miss based on like the specific dog, especially if you rescue. I mean, 9 times out of 10, if you're rescuing a dog, it's based on like the need. Like, it's obviously so different than if you were to buy a golden retriever and someone is breeding them and they can tell you like it was male golden retriever, female, like purebred. with rescues, it's obviously not like that. Or at least, I mean, I don't, like 90% of the time, 95, they don't even know, for example, the father of this, the drama with the puppies. They don't know the father. We do not know the father of this litter. He abandoned them. He abandoned them. I'm obviously kidding. I just really have to be okay with the fact, but like, it's so hard. It's so easy to say that and be like, oh, it's gonna be fine if this doesn't work out. But like, I really don't think it will be fine. Like, I'm so excited, but I know, I really just, everything happens for a reason. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. If Zach is just like absolutely not, like I just have to accept that. I bought this special under eye concealer brush and I keep forgetting to use it, but I actually do think it makes a big difference. It's noon. We leave, oh my gosh, we leave in about an hour. Oh my gosh, I could be meeting my future son today. Just finished getting ready, but I wanted to give a little update on the whole picture situation because I was so annoyed where I wanted the 3 pictures above my bed. Thought I ordered that, I didn't. And then last night I was going through the box. What I ordered, it was something that I was considering getting, but I thought I didn't get. And it's essentially just like a gallery wall. All of this is on, it's mixed tiles. I am obsessed. It's just like in this huge blank stairwell where like I just didn't know like how to fill all of this space. It's kind of like an awkward space. I love the way it looks. We've got the big photo, Zach and I in front of the fireworks, and then a bunch of little photos from our wedding day, which I am obsessed with. Getting married and having those photos is like the ultimate life hack for filling up walls. And I think I'm going to end off the vlog here because I think I'm just gonna start a whole new one. I mean, I want to vlog when Zach and I are on vacation this week. I'm not gonna say where we're going, even though if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know all of this. Like, by the time you see this, you will know whether or not we got the puppy, probably. You'll know where we went. Like, definitely follow me on social media for the most like up-to-date things, but I genuinely feel so nervous. Like, I'm so, what if we hate the puppies? What if they hate us? What if Zach just says no to all of this? There were so many like what ifs and unknowns, but everything happens for a reason. It's fine. We're all gonna be okay. But a little reminder, I will have that link below for $20 off Brooke Linen, and that's on top of the 20% off if you do the bundle. And if you do it, I really recommend, because there are a couple of options, I really, really recommend the Luxe Sateen. They just feel so good. So I'll have all of that information below. In the meantime, wish me luck. Bye.